Welcome to the Sanity Pulpit again, and I'm Philip J. Bradbury, and let us think about this virus, which is just like God. No one knows who or what made it. No one knows why it was made. No one knows how it works. No one knows how to placate it. And in the ensuing confusion, we've put millions of people out of work, bankrupted millions of businesses, and cost our countries grazillions we can never repay. I want to calm the madness for you. And for us to do that, let us look at the madness so we can step through it to find peace and sanity. You see, there's all these priests, mullahs, rabbis, preachers, and other religious ones telling us the nature of God, or not God, and how to get to heaven and what life's about, and none of them has been there and come back with the t-shirt. None of them. None of us know the truth of heaven, life, God, nirvana, Valhalla, or anything else. We're all guessing and they're all guessing. They're all making it up. They've been making it up for centuries, impoverishing millions of people, injecting them with inconsolable guilt and misery, and it's all been on a whim, on a wild guess. The really insane part of this is that we know they don't know. We know this. If they knew what God was, they'd all have the same view. They'd all agree, but they don't. Just the greatest variety of fairy stories, and we've bought our individual one, lock, stock, and barrel. We've paid our tithes to the wealthiest institutions in the world, been vaccinated with guilt and damnation, and we haven't questioned this insanity. We never question insanity, and it may just be the way out of this virus panic. See, the coronavirus is the same as God, exactly the same. These high priests of medicine and science have made up their conflicting stories about this non-living thing we can't see, and they've bankrupted us and have injected us with their brand of guilt and damnation. So let us look at some of their logic. Firstly, I saw some figures a short while ago. From October until then, the coronavirus had killed around 32,000 people, while the common flu had killed 426,000. What? The normal flu had killed 20 times the number of people, and it always has and it always will. But we're not worried about it. We're afraid of the squirrel in the room when there's a tiger prowling through their house. Secondly, the origins. The Americans blame bat soup. The Chinese blame American laboratories. Some say Bill Gates and Warren Buffett spent $68 billion developing it. There is no proof to date of any of these theories. We just don't know where it came from. The most likely cause is 5G. If you put a world map of the infected population onto a world map of the 5G installations, you'll see an amazing correlation. But that's not proven. It's just circumstantial at the moment. So like God, we don't know the cause. Without a proven cause, then it must be the fault of all the other guilty humans. We've stopped trusting each other because we've bought the story that it's infectious. It might be and it might not be. No one has proved that it's infectious. It's just a maybe. It may be and may not be infectious, in fact. The Boston Health Group showed that the SARS virus wasn't infectious. They took the snot of 200 SARS infected people and injected it into 200 unaffected people. Then, suddenly, nothing happened. Not one unaffected, virus-injected person got SARS. They tried it with horses by putting bags over the heads of flu-infected horses, had them wheeze and sneeze into the bags, and then put the bags over the heads of non-infected horses. Then, suddenly, nothing happened again. See, every day, every day their spouses and lovers exchanging bodily fluids, hugging, holding hands, touching, and hugging their children. But that's allowed. That's safe, apparently. So it's only infectious between people who aren't in love. Is that how it works? See, at the supermarket, the cashier takes my food, passes it over his scanner, and then tells me he can't pack my bag as touching my food might give me the virus. But he's already touched it. See, there's 1,001 inconsistencies and sillinesses, and none of the stories have been proven by the priests of science. We've fallen for their unproven and inconsistent stories, just like we fell for those of the priests of religion. So, let's get some proof. Some little proof. I am hereby volunteering my aging body to science, and I'm sure we can get 100 more volunteers. Okay? On camera, I will watch the snot of a corona infected person being collected and then have it injected into my arm. In a fully transparent way, I and other non affected volunteers of different ages and health states will show whether it's infectious or not. Are there any scientists willing to do this? I am, so let me know and we'll do it for all to see. So, back to sanity. Haha, sweet sanity. You see, to find sanity, we need to accept that the world is insane. Nothing here makes sense. It never has. It never will. All the problems the world had 2,000 years ago, theft, abuse, poverty, injustice, whatever, they are still here today. We will never solve them. People will always lie, cheat, steal, get depressed, kill themselves, whatever. Perennial insanity, and it's not going anywhere. This insanity will be here in 2,000 years' time, and we can do nothing about it. Nothing. So, what do we do? Give up? Well, in a sense, we do. We don't give up, we give in. You accept what is. You accept the fact that you're probably sitting down, you're looking at a computer screen, you're dressed, you have a coffee and donut beside you, or whatever is for you right now. In this moment, these things are a fact. I'm bald, fat, old, talking to you, birds are singing outside, the cat needs feeding. I don't know. You're what is, but whatever it is, it is. It just is. Just be with that isness. Just stay with what is. My cup's nearly empty. My bed is made. My glasses need cleaning. The new mown lawn has an aroma. Whatever is for you, sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and sensations, experience them as they are, just as they are. They're not good or bad, better or worse. They're not could be this or could be that. They just are. Be with what is. My knee is sore. That's not good or bad. It's just sore. This pen feels smooth. That's not good or bad. It's just smooth. Be with what it is. I am in my house. There's no one else here. My watch shows the correct time. The street is quiet. I do not have a job. Simply acknowledge every isness in your life. Your age, hair color, gender, relationship status, the weather, the sky color. Simply see and accept what is. As you stop and accept every fact, every what is, you will feel a quietness descend on your soul. If you're not used to doing this, you might only be able to do it for a few seconds till your mind pops back to some injustice or insanity. That's what happens. When it pops back, simply return to isness, to the fact that is you, that is around you. And that's it. Just keep returning to the isness, to what is, and observe it for what it is. And on this rock I stand. As you do this with more and more regularity, peace and sanity will flow through you and will become you. Thank you for listening, and bless you.